The bizarreness returns with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video. In today's video, guys, I am here to bring you all my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Episode 1. Diamond is Unbreakable. So let's get it started. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is finally back, and in Diamond is Unbreakable, we are pretty much getting the wackiness, the bizarreness, the insanity that is JoJo. And I guess our main character of what this generation of JoJo is going to be focusing on is Joseph Joestar. Now, my first impressions of Joseph Joestar is that he is a very clumsy character, and this is what makes him pretty funny. However, I wouldn't say he's on the same level as Joseph Joestar, as Joseph Joestar is personally my favorite Joe, and I mean, he's just really hard to beat. Now, when it comes to the powers that are, or the moveset that is in the JoJo universe, in Part 1 and Part 2, we were introduced to Hamon, and in Part 3, we got introduced to stands. And it looks like stands have now made a return within JoJo Part 4. And it seems that Josuke's stand has the power to regenerate? Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. We really didn't get any full explanation as to what his stand is capable of. All we really have seen play out within this episode is that there was one instance where there was bullies at Josuke's school picking on him because of his hair. And speaking of his hair, don't mess with this guy's hair, I'm just saying. I mean, in this scene, we pretty much have it to where the bullies are shoving a turtle within Josuke's face while making fun of his hair, and then this is what makes Josuke go berserk, and the turtle ends up getting hurt. I guess, like, it ends up cracking its skull, and blood is pouring out and whatnot, and, Josuke gets mad at this, so he punches the bully right in the face, and it seems like his fucking whole face just pretty much became disfigured at this point because his whole face just completely got obliterated. And then, if you noticed, his face started to reform and basically heal itself. And the turtle ended up getting healed as well. So, does, like, Josuke's stand have the power to completely, like, decimate people, but at the same time, like, making them relive pain? Like, if you think about it, Josuke can pretty much punch a guy, make him feel pain, and then they end up pretty much regenerating from that pain, and then he can just repeat the process over and over and over. Like, I don't know. This is just a theory that I'm putting out, and this is just from what I have seen of the episode. I really have no idea what kind of stand this is. Yo, but Jotaro is back in this anime as well. Like, I was just like, what? Because, I mean, I would expect that Jotaro would be old at this point. But in fact, he's only 28 within this timeline of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And we also find out that apparently Joseph Joestar and Suzuki, which was his wife, are alive as well. And I'm just like, what? They were old in Stardust Crusaders and they're still alive? Really? And then we come to find out that apparently Josuke is actually the son of Joseph Joestar. And I was like, what? Well, how is that going on? You're telling me this guy had an affair with Suzuki? And come to find out, that's exactly what went down. The animation in this episode has vastly improved from the other JoJo's. It really has. I mean, the other JoJo's Bizarre Adventure parts had really great animation. But when it comes to Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like, just the aesthetic of this series. There's vibrant colors everywhere. Like, I love this series animation. I really do. Now, when it comes to the main antagonist of what this generation of JoJo is going to be focusing on for its conflict, I'm not exactly sure on who that might be. However, in this episode, we get introduced to one antagonist who is named Angelo, and apparently he was caught and sentenced to prison for at least 20 years, and he was sentenced on death row as well. And by the time his execution date ended up coming out, he ended up being hung. However, he ended up surviving the act, and then I guess he ended up breaking out of prison. And at the end of this episode of JoJo, we get to see that he is making an appearance at Josuke's house, and is most likely going to fuck shit up. But it looks like that this guy has the power, or the stand. He has the ability to use his stand to possess people, which is very interesting, because he has like this blue sort of thing around him, this blue guy or whatever. And if we go back to one of the scenes in this episode of JoJo, we see that there was this robbery pretty much playing out, which this guy ended up being possessed by that stand. So I wonder how exactly the stands are going to play out in this generation of JoJo, if they're going to be like the other parts, or if these are pretty much different stands entirely. Like, I'm really curious as to how this anime is going to play out. So yeah, so far I'm really digging this new adventure of JoJo. I mean, I already caught up to part 3. I don't know if you guys want to see a part 3 review. I know I'm kind of late on that, but if you guys would like to see a part 3 review, I will gladly do that in the near future for you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much just letting you all know that I am fully caught up with JoJo, and I will be reviewing part 4 as the episodes go on. So definitely stick with me on that if you are a big JoJo fan. So yeah guys, that about does it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below on what you thought about this episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. What did you think of the introduction, and what did you think about Josuke? Do you think he might be your favorite JoJo? Me personally, I still prefer Joseph Joestar, but I'm just going to have to see more of Josuke before I actually make a declaration on which JoJo might be better in my opinion. From what I have heard, if you like Joseph, you will end up liking Josuke. So, that's that. As well, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to stick up to date to more of my future content and possibly see more reviews from me in the near future of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, then don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Love you all, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a great day. See ya.